Hi everyone, welcome to a beautiful Sunday spring morning in my home. I woke up this morning and I was just so excited to begin my day. I knew that it was going to be a glorious day, even though that doesn't dictate how I'm going to feel. But I knew it was going to be one of the warmest spring days we've had this year. But there's something else in the air. There was something else that was getting me excited. Number one is that I just love to live my life. Number two, I had a client reschedule, so I had my whole day open. And I'm going to go help someone who needs my service. I'm going to do that for a few hours. And I'm definitely going to be out walking in nature. And I think a lot of you that already know me know that I am the nature girl. I adore nature. I adore connecting to the vibrant energy that nature offers. Whether it's the trees or water, doesn't matter. It's just the energy, and I love it, love it, love it. And in my backyard, which is back here, is, oh my gosh, what is being transformed back there? I can't even, I will start to describe it. Okay, so I am going to take you on a tour of my backyard as the days go on. And I think I have some videos of when I first got here, when I first moved in last late summer. And this place had not been attended to inside and outside for years. For years. Like, I'm telling you, it was a gut job. It was a total gut job on the inside. When I got the key and walked through the first time, I went, OMG. What the heck are we going to do? So we quickly did the upstairs because that was the less disastrous place. But the downstairs was a total gut job. And then we had to design what we wanted. And the configuration downstairs is not good. This house was built with incompetent, uneducated, unexperienced people and not professionals. So the problems we ran into downstairs were paramount. And as I say, the design downstairs isn't ideal, but it's okay. It's definitely okay. Upstairs was fine. And, I got what I had asked for, and that's a whole other subject of manifestation, guys. But I got what I asked for about having the whole one side of my house full of windows. And here's two of them here that look out. Oh, look at that, how I can do that with the light. That look out into the backyard. And I've got one of the nicest backyards around. Mature trees, and I'm going to be planting new trees and new shrubs. And I remember looking at it and going, oh my God, this is absolutely perfect. For me being the nature girl, for me loving to be in nature each and every day, every season. I live in a country where I get 4 seasons. I say they're all glorious seasons, although, okay, so the winter's a little long, but I have gone south quite a few years, Florida, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic last year. So we do have that option. So getting back to how I woke up and it was an exciting day in my backyard and things like that, I'm going to start to take you through, not today and in this video, but a total transformation of my house. I've got pictures and some videos of when I moved in the end of last July, and how I have combined my bedroom, my office, my living room, my dining room, my kitchen, all into a very small space, because the downstairs needed to be gutted. And we didn't realize the extent of it, so we didn't, and we meaning a couple of people and I, didn't count on not only the expense, but the deconstructing of what was constructed and the stuff we ran into. So we had to hire professionals along the way and along the side, and of course they're all busy. So it isn't like we hired a contractor that says, here's the design, here's what we want. And because I took interior decorating and had my diploma in that many moons ago, guys, that's a whole other life of mine, I kind of had an idea about colors and swatches and things that I wanted, but that didn't happen at the time because we didn't hire a company to do that. We went on the fly. we just went and went, okay, we went and went. Okay, so why not add a washroom down here? Oh, okay, well, where do we want to put it? Well, let's take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get some people in to have some opinions. Let's try to decide what this might look like and how this could be of benefit down here. And I say 1, 2, 3 weeks because I'm talking about people that already have busy lives in their business. They can't just drop something to come and do a 3-day job. And this is why this renovation has taken 9 months and still going. Yeah. 9 months of renos and still going. 9 months. Oh God, you're going to birth the baby. 9 months of me having my bedroom, living room, dining room, kitchen, office, workout room, all in a very small space. Yeah. Because remember, we didn't hire a crew, a restoration, or a construction crew or a renovation crew where we handed them the designs of here's bedroom, bathroom, workout room, closets, main room, healing room, and here's the materials we want, and here's the paint we want, and here's the lights we want, and we need this as an extra electrical box put in because we're moving things. And then of course we're looking in the future, so we need, hydro out by my beautiful shed, and I want fairy lights in my trees. Yeah, I said fairy lights. I did. I'll explain more on that later. So because we didn't hire a professional renovation team, it was just contractors here and there as we went about looking at what to do in the downstairs. Now, don't forget, at first, we were just going to clean it out, gut it, and sort of re-drywall it, put a new floor in, and we're done. But then as we looked at it and couldn't decide on heat sources, because this home is attached to another home. It isn't like an apartment style, it's like a home that was already built, a Victorian home, and they decided to put another home right behind it, but sort of not even attach it, it's up against the brick. So it's classified as a home. So, so the problems we ran into were paramount, and it was like, well, what do we do now? Like, this wasn't really set up for anything conducive. So we kept changing our mind. Well, no, we're not putting a bathroom in because we've got to go under the dugout basement where the washer and dryer was, and where are we going to put them? So then that took a week or two of people coming in and out and going, oh, well, why don't we put them up in there and make that a bathroom? And I said, guys, every woman's dream to have their laundry room near their bedroom and bathroom, right? I mean, where does your main laundry come from, guys? Your bedroom. You've got your bedding. Your bedding. My mom always washed the bedding once a week. So I practiced that forever. And so you've got your bedding, you've got your clothes. And in the bathroom, you've got your towels, your face cloths, your bath mat. So wouldn't it make sense to have a laundry room right next to the bedroom in your bathroom? And we said, oh, isn't that a grand idea? And I said, yep. So then we bring in more people and look at the feasibility of it and bring the electrician in, which he can't come for another 2 weeks, right? And so now we're into months, and the electrician goes, yeah, I can just rewire because that's an open conduit up there, and the ceiling's open and we can do it. We'll put a 220 in there and we're good to go. And I'll come back in another couple weeks. So now we're into following months. Oh, but now we don't have plumbing in the basement. So now we need a sewage extractor. And those are huge and big. And they get dug into the foundation of the home. And because I'm in Canada, we have basements. Added space. It just makes sense. So now we have to find someone who can do the job. We finally found someone to do the job. In they come. Oh my God, these are stories I could talk about forever. It's just so exciting. So anyway, in they come and they start jackhammering the floor to put in this sewage extractor. Because what the sewage extractor does then is it puts all the washing machine water, the sink, the toilet, the jacuzzi. Yeah, I have a jacuzzi now. There's a whole other fun story. Into this sewage extractor, which is in the ground. And once the sewage extractor gets to a certain height, level of water, it shoots it up through a pipe and out into the main system, which is part of your regular house upstairs, right? Everyone has their main systems. So that was a feat in itself. And guess what they forgot to do when they were digging, drilling, pounding the cement out? They forgot to shut the door into the other part of the basement where 95%, okay, even 90% of all my household things, my clothing, my mementos, my jewelry, my towels, you name it, my kids' stuff has been stored in. OMG, they didn't shut that door. And what happened was there was that much cement dust sitting on top of and in everything. So my poinsettia that I bring up every Christmas, beautiful, beautiful fake poinsettia, covered in white stuff. Now, let me tell you, this cement dust, it just doesn't settle on the surface and you blow it off or vacuum it off. What happens with cement dust, it sort of solidifies into the object it's sitting on. Oh, and then add in drywall dust, plywood dust, insulation dust, and then anything else after that, right? So that part of the basement that I call the dungeon basement, yep, I called it the dungeon basement because it's made out of stone. It's original in this old Victorian home. It's barely stand-up space. All the walls are stone. The floor is the floor kind of dirt? There's dirt in some of the sections of the floor. Yeah, my stuff's stored in there, and most of it's on skids, and the rest of it's in plastic totes. But everything, every single thing. Now, these leaves on the poinsettia plant, it's going to take like a half an hour for someone to get that cleaned off. First, they're going to have to shake it or vacuum it, and then they're going to have to wash it. So every box, everything that's coated, and things that are open, like my toolbox or my box of cords, with 50 cords in, every cord's got to be wiped down before we bring it up or bring it back into the other part of the basement. So back to this bathroom, which we decided on 2 months into the project. So away goes the bathroom. Sewage extractor is finally in. And then we decide we're not doing a full shower. I was going to have a huge shower with a bench to sit on and jets coming out everywhere. And then I realized, well, I have a shower upstairs. So you know what I love. So guys, I'm a nature girl. A big nature girl, nature woman. And I love the water. And for those of you that know me, you know my adventures about the kayaks that I have, or one kayak that I have, but my kayak adventures. So I love the water. So I went, you know what I would really love? Because I already have a shower upstairs. A jacuzzi. Here we are, coming winter, because now we're into October, November downstairs. Coming winter. And I thought, oh my God, a jacuzzi tub to sit in and soak in. Wouldn't that be just luxurious? So we changed our minds. We made the bathroom a certain size to fit the jacuzzi tub. And they put the jacuzzi tub in, but you know what they forgot to do? They forgot to cement over the hole that they dug in the cement. So they had to dig down in the cement for the piping. I mean, you've got your big sewage extractor, right? But then your piping, your big round piping. And then under the jacuzzi, there was a big trough of gravel, which is, we're 6 feet under the ground, are we, or more. and I can't remember when, probably a good 6 feet as I'm looking out the side window. And they never filled that in with cement, so it's raw gravel. And I'm thinking at the time, would there not be bugs that would come up from there? And I said to my project manager, there'd be bugs that would come up there, wouldn't there? He goes, no, 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 no. Well, sure enough, they are. There's bugs coming up through there. We're 6 feet underground. What lives under there? Centipedes, the bugs of the dark. The bugs of the dark. I've got bugs of the dark coming up into my bathtub, into my jacuzzi, and along the floor. Not a whole lot yet, but bugs. So I saw these bugs and I went, oh shit, I knew it. And of course, you can't call these people back and go, oh, come in now that the floor is down. I've got warm board under the floor. Oh my gosh, I could talk forever of this. And I think I will. There's such good stories. You can't call them in to take up the flooring and lift the jacuzzi out of there and take out the plumbing and then re-cement it. You know, you can't do that. That's extremely costly for one thing. And is it an error on their part, or is it just something that they don't integrally do? Ooh, I did say that, didn't I? So anyway, back to that bathroom. It has been, so I'm still, as I say, I'm not living down there yet, but I have taken jacuzzis down there. So I just make sure I go down and check for bugs and things like that. And now that my floors are heated, I don't have to take extra heaters down. Because it's spring here in Ontario, Canada, and we're just nicely getting into some warm weather. But before that, I had to have heat down there. So every time I get into the jacuzzi, I am just so grateful. So grateful for the work that went into putting it in there. So grateful that it was in there, that it is in there, that we decided to put it in. And just, you know, an attitude of appreciation every time I get in that jacuzzi, because it just feels so good to step in there with the warm water. Oh. And not only that, in this jacuzzi, I got a plug that lets you, you know how you have an overflow in your bathtub right under the tap, so that if you're away from the tub, it'll never overflow because it goes into the overflow. Well, I got a stoppage overflow where I pushed that plug in and I could fill the bathtub up to that much high before it goes out over the edge of the tub onto the floor. So I pushed that button in and now I fill the tub up so the water comes up to here. And then not only that, there's a heater in the jacuzzi. So this heater, when I go and I push the buttons on the wall, turn the jets, turn the heater on, my water never ever gets hot in the jacuzzi. My water never ever gets cold in the jacuzzi. It stays hot because it's running through the heater all the time. And I say cold because, you know what? I'm thinking of those times in a bathtub where you'd fill it up and you get in and it's just so warm and inviting. 5 to 10 minutes later, it's gone cold and you're trying to turn on the hot water to get more hot water in your tub. And you ran out of hot water because you filled your tub. So I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that there's no more cold water baths after being in it for 10 minutes. So there's my story about, well, one of the reasons I said about being grateful when I woke up this morning was all of the reasons I'm talking about this reno. And as much as it's been a 9-month ongoing renovation project, I am so grateful and appreciative for everything that is going on downstairs, everything that has gone on upstairs. And now we're headed to the backyard. We've been in the backyard for the past week. This property hasn't been touched in, I think, at least 10, 15 years, they said. So guess what? There has been so much bush cut down, trees that are encroaching on other trees cut down because I don't want to cut trees down, and making sure that I don't disturb the birds' nests. And we had to leave some stuff because there are birds' nests. So this is an ongoing project, and I just thought I would jump in here on this beautiful Sunday morning and share a little bit of my life with you, the antics that go on in my life. And I just got to laugh about it all because I am so grateful to be in this beautiful home, that I manifested pretty much everything I wanted for this home. And I'm so appreciative of waking up this morning to another day to experience this life. We'll talk to you soon, guys, for more stories. Have a marvelous, awesome day. Bye for now.